Second part, 11.1, parabolas. Okay, what did you learn yesterday? That they're round? No.
No, they're not round.
What did you learn?
Okay, the focal.
The focus,
The focal
the directrix, and the focal diameter. What do they all have in common? Let's start with the focus. How did you find the focus? What did you... What?
Very good.
Huh? The distance from the vertex to the focus was P, right? So you needed P. All right, what about the directrix? What did you need to find the directrix?
Which one was the 4P?
I'm asking, that's... What did you need? You needed P for that as well. That's opposite of the focus. Okay? And the focal diameter?
That was 4P. Which one was 4P? One of them was 4P. That was over that.
You still needed P, didn't you?
Yes.
What do they all have in common? P.
Oh my god.
You guys are all two.
I think I just went 12.
Okay. Now, if I gave you P, you should be able to tell me the equation. Alright, so let's start with the focus. Example 1. If I give you the focus, in this case we'll do 0, negative 1/2. What's P?
1/2.
You guys are stupid. P is 1/2. It's contagious. It's not nature. Alright. Now how does the equate, here's how you work this backwards. There's a little bit about what you need to know. You need to know whether or not it's a vertical parabola or a horizontal parabola. How do you figure that out based on what the focal point is?
On the X or Y axis.
In this case,
It's on the Y axis.
the focal point is on the y-axis. It's down here at negative 1/2. So the parabola opens around it, right?
Yep.
So it opens down. So it's vertical. So which variable is squared then? If it's vertical?
No, X is squared. X is squared.
Y equals x squared is your typical parabolas. They're usually up and down when we're dealing in high school math. So y equals x squared is a vertical parabola. So this is opening down then. So what does that tell you about A? A is negative. Now, usually we put the A right here, but we've been moving everything over here to put in this form. What actually goes right here? What is this number? What did you find out yesterday? What was this number? This number here. What was the coefficient on y? What did that tell you? Did it tell you the focus, the directrix, the focal diameter, or didn't it tell you anything?
What?
You have a quiz tomorrow over this.
It was how.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do we call that?
How wide it was.
What do we call that?
Focal diameter.
The focal diameter.
I had the idea.
From here to there, through your focal point. So that's your focal diameter. It's 4P. This is 4P. So what is 4P? If P is 1/2, what is 4P?
2.
Okay. Is it positive or negative? I'll try to go slower.
Wait. Is it negative because it opens
You're so
down?
sassy.
Okay.
Because we solve for y, a would then be negative 1/2, which is, it opens down if a is negative. So basically, if p is negative, a is negative, same type of thing, okay? Alright, given the focal point, that's how you come up with your equation. But you have to think about whether that's vertical, if it's horizontal, if it opens left, or if it opens down. You got to think about that. So drawing a quick picture based on what you have would help you figure that out quickly. Okay? So we're going to start with a picture on this one, given this information. So we're going to talk about the directrix. Given the directrix, how do you find the equation? Let's see. Let's start with x equals negative 1/8. Alright, so if we just draw the directrix, how do I know what that directrix looks like? X equals negative 1/8. How do you draw the directrix?
There's a dashed line.
Yeah, it's an invisible line. We draw it dashed.
You
Straight
draw
line.
It's on the x-axis.
Yeah, it's going through that axis at negative 1/8. So negative 1/8 is about right here. Okay. If that's the directrix, which way is the parabola opening?
To the right.
Right.
To the right. It's horizontal. So if it's horizontal, what equation are we using?
X equals y squared.
Yeah. X equals y squared. And again, we need 4p. 4p is the coefficient, right? Do we know what p is? Yes.
Depending on the question.
What?
Depending on your perspective of the
Yes.
question.
I'm gonna enjoy watching this now.
Isn't p?
Why?
Isn't p the distance from the vertex to the directrix and the vertex to the focal point?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so what's p? What's p? 1/8. So what's 4p?
1/2.
1/2. Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
Okay. So 1/2 x equals y squared. That's how you find the directrix. Or the equation given the directrix. So the next one is the focal point, focal diameter. Okay, instead of actually giving you something really easy, I'm going to give you something a little more difficult. I'm going to give you the picture.
Okay.
I like extended to like fall backward and do the so cute and then wrong to be a threat.
This is the focus, the focal point. Having said that, the only thing you can get from this picture is what? The focal diameter, which is what? 10. And the reason this is tricky is most students look at this and they think, oh, P must be 5. No, obviously the 5 would be written right here if that was the case. So this is 5 units wide, that's your radius, so the diameter would be 10. So if the diameter is 10, it opens up, so which equation are we using?
Y equals x.
Y equals x squared, and the focal diameter goes right here, 10y equals x squared. And that is really all there is to it. Every question gives you something a little bit different. So what do you need? There are 3 pieces you need. You need this. You need 2 out of the 3. Technically, if you have the focal diameter, you only need that one to write the equation. But there's 3 pieces here. If you know 2 of them, then you can solve for any of the other ones. So if I gave you a point on this line, I know an x and a y, and I could find the focal diameter that way by plugging in the x and the y. So there's lots of different examples they can give you. What you need to do is try to identify p. Okay? And so anyway, just try to get as much of the equation as you need just based on what we just found here. Every question is going to be a little bit different, so I'll walk around and help you as you're working on this. Yes, question?
sorry, I'm kind of spaced out.
Yeah.
But,
You missed all of that?
no, not all that, just on example two,
Yeah.
how did you get 1/2 x?
The directrix, that value is this distance here. That's 1/8. Well, this is 4p, that position, 4p equals 1/8. So,
No, I see.
no, I'm sorry, 4 times p. So 4 times 1/8. So that's what gives me 1/2.
Okay, that's
Sorry, I just
not there,
messed that up. All right, so your problems for tonight is page 730. 29 to 47 odds.
Are all these completed one?
Yeah, they're all due tomorrow. I'll go around, we're gonna check them